Blended Learning and Higher Education, AEDT 2160, Team Gina Piama, Carolyn Maynard, and Orville McCullough.
Sally, a single mother of two, is deciding to return to university. She has not been a student for over 10 years. The thought of being an online student is terrifying. She is attempting to gain all the knowledge that she can to make an informed decision as to whether she should pursue this online learning path. She is worried if she'll have enough time in her schedule to devote to her schoolwork, if there will be any technology support available, as she is not savvy in this department, nor does she know anyone who may be of assistance. Hidden costs are a concern for Sally as well, seeing as she's a single mom. Sally is feeling extremely overwhelmed. Sally decides to call the registrar's office to seek some assistance.
Hello, you have reached Mary at the registrar's office. How may I help you?
Hi, my name is Sally, and I'm interested in applying to the Adult Education Digital Technologies program at your university, but I have a few questions that I would like answered before I do so.
Certainly, I will try my best to answer your questions.
Great, thanks. It's been over 10 years since I was a student, and I realize a lot has changed. I was wondering what textbooks are required, what my time commitment would be per class, and if I need to purchase a new computer or would a tablet be better?
Well, let's start with your first question. This program does not require textbooks. All the class materials are posted online. Each course requires a minimum of 3 hours of synchronous and asynchronous learning, in other words, online and offline studying per week. As long as you have a computer and internet, you can start the program. You are not required to buy a new computer or tablet. Through our student help desk, you can receive assistance with your online courses, and if you have any problems with the technology, the help desk will be able to troubleshoot the problem for you over the phone.
Thank you so much, Mary. I feel a lot more at ease now.
You can also go to our website and watch our video outlining online learning. This is a useful tool and provides a detailed framework of information depicting what to expect. Is there anything else that I can assist you with?
Not at this time. Thank you for your help, though. Your information has brought a lot of insight. Have a great day.
Thank you for calling the registrar's office. Have a wonderful day.
Sally takes Mary's advice and checks out the video on their website. To her surprise, the opening questions are exactly what she was in search of. In this video, we will address the following analysis questions. 1. What is blended learning? 2. What important components are included in a blended learning model? 3. What technologies are required for successful online learning? 4. What student supports are available? And 5. Does the digital divide create stress and/or anxiety to new students? What is blended learning? Blended learning is a phrase used by distance learning communities in recognizing the value of synchronous learning activities like face-to-face interactions with instructors and collaborative work with peers as complements to activities performed asynchronously by individual learners. Howard et al., 2006. A blended learning approach to instruction combines face-to-face classroom methods with computer-based mediated activities, resulting in an integrated learning experience for students. Blended courses combine face-to-face and online methods to varying degrees, depending on the discipline, the size of the class, student demographics, and the preference of the instructor. There are no rules in place to prescribe what the ideal blend is. The goal of blended approach is to leverage the best aspects of both face-to-face and online instruction for the student's benefit. The advantage of the use of blended approach is that instead of using class time for presentations of material, this time can be used to engage students by handling and clarifying any questions, help students apply what they view and listen to in lecture, and to work with each other in face-to-face or team problem solving. As well, online activities and assessments can be completed at any time of day, anywhere you, the student, have internet access.
Models of blended learning. This is just one of the many models for blended learning. Flexible or blended learning represents a course delivery continuum, which ranges from technology-enhanced face-to-face delivery to fully online delivery as indicated in this model. The focus of flexible learning is on the areas shown shaded. In technology-enhanced learning, the traditional lecture-based course structure is maintained and technology is used to enrich the in-class learning experience. The use of clickers, video conferencing, simulations, and lecture recordings are examples of this model. Blended learning is the organic integration of thoughtfully selected and complementary face-to-face and online approaches and techniques. Garrison and Vaughn, 2008. Blended learning involves rethinking and redesigning the techniques and learning relationship. Garrison and Kanuka, 2004. To both reposition how learners engage with material and content in this course, but also how they interact with their peers and their instructors. Blended learning can be further divided into categories that reflect the impact of how a course is designed in terms of meeting times or the types of activities that take place, or both. Sometimes referred to a flipped classroom or an inverted classroom, blended activity learning involves intentionally moving didactic components out of the classroom in order to increase opportunities for interaction among students and between students and instructors. The goal here is to spend less time on content and its acquisition within the classroom and more time on enhancing skills, abilities, and attitudes that support learning outcomes. Technology can play an important role in facilitating this shift. Before coming to class, students can view short videos or other resources or answer pre-class quizzes to ensure content mastery. During class, instructors can get real-time feedback from the online components so as to inform class-based activities, often including clicker questions, team-based learning, and other activities. Classroom time can be focused on activities that foster learning, promote higher-order thinking, creativity, problem-solving by students, individually and in collaborative groups or teams. This mode of blended learning is a thoughtful combination of those activities which are best done in person with those best done online. Content and learning activities are provided in an online environment, and students come together to collaborate or interact at a meaningful time. Online courses can support a diverse range of pedagogical approaches, including those involving a high level of peer or group collaboration. Online courses can also be designed to support synchronous or asynchronous activities or with paced cohort or guided independent study approaches as best suited a particular learning and disciplinary context. What technologies are required? Blended learning is facilitated through the use of information and communications technology. Therefore, some or all of the following technologies may be used: desktop or laptop computers, microphone, headphone pieces, video cam, mobile phones, virtual learning environments, VLEs, learning management systems, and tablets. Technology support. As a student, do you have any technical issues with your online course? Don't worry, a technology help desk is available to assist with troubleshooting. These include portals, e-learning, software, web tools, Wi-Fi, email, and other communication systems, learning management systems, and student information systems. Here at our university, there are many great student support services readily available. These include academic advising, program planning, transfer and credential requirements, prior learning assessments, academic skill assessment and skill development, including writing, numeracy, and reading, study skills assistance, time management, exam preparation, reading, note-taking, personal counseling to promote mental health and address problems that present barriers to study, library access, librarian assistance and information literacy skills development, finding and evaluating information, literature review, citing, special needs assistance for students with disabilities or other special requirements that may present barriers to study, alumni support, career and job assistance, networking, community development, and leadership opportunities. Career counseling, including help with assessment of interests, skills, and abilities. You can also visit thedigitallearn.org/learn to get more information. A concern that is voiced by many new online students is the digital divide. The digital divide is a multidimensional phenomenon encompassing many distinct aspects. The use of a blended learning model assists with mediating these concerns, using emerging tools and technologies to create more learner-directed, flexible, multimodal learning environments, reducing barriers and advancing education for all learners. Travarianus and Combs, 2000. The comprehensive 360-degree digital framework model of e-education addresses the digital divide through infrastructures, digital skills, content, and services. Hardware, software, and connectivity are introduced, enabling access to information and communication technologies with a focus on affordability, digital literacy skills, training, competency, educational resources, and new e-pedagogies to bridge the digital divide. Pena Lopez, 2010. Basic web skills required. Students require a minimum set of skills to function within an online course. These include emailing, web searching, uploading, downloading, video conferencing, online chatting, texting, tweeting, and blogging. Yet some students won't have one or more of these skills needed when beginning an online course. This chart suggests resources to skills to fill in the gaps. The following link has tutorials between 5 to 7 minutes on email basics, web search, basics on Windows or Mac operating systems, and navigating a website. onlinelearninginsights.wordpress.com. The Web Literacy Map is also a great tool that was developed by Doug Balshaw, which outlines the skills and competencies students need to read, write, and participate effectively on the web. onlinelearninginsight.wordpress.com, tag supporting online learners. There are many tools for success in online learning. Some of these include how to use Google Drive, which is formerly known as Google Docs. It's important to know how to share documents, collaborate within virtual teams needed for students, and not just for learning online, but for working and functioning within a digital culture. There are overviews of Google Drive available, including video tutorials and basic instructions on the features of Google Documents, sharing, storing, and collaborating. Another important one is how to bookmark sites. Bookmarking, also known as social bookmarking, are actions that allow students to save websites and online documents for later referencing, reading, annotating, and even sharing. There are several online bookmark platforms. Diigo, how to bookmark with Diigo. Delicious, how to use Delicious bookmark website basics. Xmarks, installation of add-ons is required specific to web browsers, downloading, and further information. These can be found at onlinelearninginsights.wordpress.com, tag supporting online learners.
There are some challenges associated with online learning. To name a few are lack of essential online qualities. Example, teamwork where collaboration on group assignments is important for the group's success. Access to technology poses a barrier to online learning, where the student will need the IT infrastructure in place to access the tools necessary for synchronous and asynchronous e-learning methodologies. Computer literacy is also a challenge to overcome, especially for adults. According to the Canadian Council of Learning, almost half of all Canadian adults today face literacy challenges, and many of them have negative attitudes towards computers. The student will need to be familiar with the digital devices being used to facilitate his or her online learning.
Now that Sally has watched the video, she has a much better understanding as to how a blended learning environment functions and the available supports that are within reach. She now feels less anxious. Instead, she is excited to begin down her new educational path. Sally needed to take charge of her own learning and investigate what skills she needed to enter into the program, what technology requirements were necessary, and what assistance was available in order for her to be successful. Sally is already taking steps to bridge the digital divide. As a learner, she needed to be motivated to apply herself to seek out the answers to her own questions, therefore giving her a better understanding of what will be required of her to reach her desired learning outcomes. Without Sally's drive and motivation to be successful, Sally might not have been able to gain the knowledge required for her to obtain her goal of becoming an online student. References. Thank you.